bucket, you grab 4 clean, dry filter socks and a towel. These towels can all be used for the fish tank. All the ones up there are for the fish tank. What you do is you come over to the fish tank and you lay this towel so that it's right there, right? And then I like this little thing for my knees.
Damn right.
Drop that right there, right?
Yeah.
So I just make sure this is set. All right, so this is a little bit, you gotta do some things specifically here.
You take your pants off, right?
No.
All right.
So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna hold this light from this side and unscrew it, okay? And slide it over here. Pull back on it and hand tighten it. Don't make it too tight, but it should be tight enough so that you're confident that's not going in, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing you do is you go to your phone, to the Apex app, right? And you go to change sock.
Change sock.
It's off, you turn it to on. The light goes on, the pump down there stops, the heater down there stops, everything's good to go. You're gonna reach in and grab this coral rack and kind of lift it up over the heater there so that it moves, right? And move that out of the way. And then you're gonna take this cord for the heater, pull up on it, and I just like to wrap it there, right? These slide out, okay? So you're literally pulling
That's the whole
these
reason
out.
for the move.
Right?
These, you take these socks
There's your good ones.
and kind of put them there, try not to get a lot of hair on them. Put this here, and you let these drain. And it's gonna take a while based on how full they are, right? You let them drain, 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 drain. And then you literally just pop them out.
Okay.
Do you see that? Pull this out, dump it in there. Do that with all 4 of them. Then what you do is you take the new socks, which these are inside out, and you turn them right side in. You just pull them through. They're generally pretty strong, right? So you don't have to worry about
Ripping it.
ripping them, yeah. And I like to get 2 set up.
Are you changing these now?
I mean, I wasn't planning on it,
Okay, I'm
but
just asking.
sometimes, like, do you see all these snails here?
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta move the snails out of the way. Just pull them off the glass, put them on the ground somewhere.
Gotcha.
I mean, in the,
In the tank?
right,
Oh,
maybe
well,
on
glad
the
you
frag
specific-
rack.
Because this shit would have been on the floor.
I see they're in the.
And so these are drained now. Pop this out. Now I'm gonna get an alarm that tells me you're doing this. And the reason I do is because sometimes the skimmer can go crazy.
Okay.
And I wanna watch it go on, but it stays off for an hour while the water resets. So I guess I'm gonna change them. So put that in, I make that straight
So
set.
if he starts here Saturday, when should he do this?
Well, I'm
Okay.
doing it today.
Okay.
So what's that? Wednesday?
Uh-huh.
So I'm changing the water Friday.
Well, we spoke about Joe McSweeney enough about his airplane where he finally just texted me.
Oh, great.
So I will probably do this today, which is Wednesday. So Saturday or Sunday, you're gonna be
Do it
doing
again.
this again.
Perfect.
And then
You'll do it on Wednesday.
Probably every
Thursday.
3 or 4 days, but you gotta look at it.
I
Sometimes they
won't
last.
be here till you'll have to do it twice then,
Hmm?
because I won't be here.
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna
He'll
look
do
at
it
it every
Saturday
morning
and then Wednesday
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Saturday when I
and
get
see
back.
when it's necessary.
Okay.
So again, I pull this out. I pull this out.
So we basically pulled them out, dumped them out,
Right, you can leave that, on the ground or right there or whatever, but take this one. Make sure there aren't any snails attached to them,
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just take a look
Does
in
it,
there and
yeah,
see what's
does it
up.
make a click or anything when you
It
put
clicks generally, but just make sure they're nice and tight, right? They're open. Then I slide this into here. It goes in easily. I mean, I'm not fighting anything. But then I have to open them up with my hands. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And make sure they're good. Then I go to the next one, which you're helping me with, which I appreciate.
I'm just learning. Hands on, man.
Yep, no, that's awesome.
So this is a Saturday, Wednesday thing. Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, but again, sometimes they just fill fast and sometimes they fill super slow.
Hold on, Hammer.
I mean, but if it would be okay if we did it like that, just
Can we use that as a schedule?
as a
though?
novice, we should let us just do it as a schedule,
Sure,
so we don't have to worry about them overflowing or not flowing. 'Cause we don't know enough about it.
sure.
So if we just do Saturday, Wednesday,
Yes, it'll
Yeah, we
be
do.
totally apparent when it's full, like
Okay.
just by looking at it. But
Okay.
you guys can do it like that, no problem.
I mean, it's just something.
We like to be on a schedule because then we won't forget.
Yeah,
No
'cause
problem.
we'll put it on the schedule on the phones. Change socks,
Change socks, change socks.
So again, I pop these in here.
And the nitrate thing, you'll tell us when to do, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Got
the CO2
Got
scrubber.
it. And maintenance
wanna
we
make
do
sure-
every day.
Do you see how
Mm-hmm.
how first of all how easily they're flowing now?
Yes.
Yes.
How these things, I want to make sure there's not a lot of water flowing out of it, sometimes just lifting it, getting it more into place. And really, I'm done. I just take this and I'm
Bring it
gonna
back the way
push
it
it
was.
back into its little clip. I'm gonna pull this carefully, move this over here, right? And then
Turn it back.
turn
on.
chain sock off. The heater goes back on, that thing goes back on, this stays off for an hour.
Okay.
And then we'll turn back on. Okay? I'm going to manually override that because that needs to empty. Sometimes when that first turns on, it goes ballistic. Okay?
Yeah, I've
and
seen
that's
it.
why
Yeah.
it's that full. But I'm gonna watch it turn on and make sure, and I'll cut it off and then start it over or whatever.
Explain to me what ballistic is. I mean, is
Like-
it like
Fill up super fat. This is a bubble trickle.
okay?
Is there, hold on,
Ballistic
hold on, before you go,
dumps.
is there anything else to do with the stock socks?
No, that's it.
'Cause my